Hi, everyone. My name's Erin. I am a student from the United States who decided to come here to study uh, master's in cultural sociology. And I'm here today to talk to you about other ways that you can study in Brno in the Czech Republic in your undergrad, your master's, or graduate programs. I'm here with my colleague who will introduce herself.
Ahoy, I'm Santishri. I am a former international student from India, and I have lived and studied abroad for many years now. And I'm delighted to be representing a study destination, an exciting study destination, Brno, along with my colleague Erin for this live stream. Okay, so hopefully we'll keep this short and sweet, and we will have some time for any questions you may have at the end. Between Erin and I, we'll try and cover some of the top highlights of why you should choose Brno as a study destination. And I will start with obviously where Brno is as a location. So Europe is a popular study destination, and it makes it a desirable location so that you can access the rest of the continent and the country really easily. So as you can see on the map, we are right at the heart of Europe. The city of Brno itself, we are the second largest city in Czech Republic. We are very student dominant and very popular choice. So according to the QS World Rankings, we are sixth in terms of student perception from pretty much cities all over the world. As you can see the dynamics, the proportion between the inhabitants of the actual city and the students. We have 12 universities in the city, so that makes it a very student dominant city. Famous for lots of things, including simple things like coffee, to like beautiful architecture, and obviously a very high-tech industry that's vibrant in this city. We are very good for exploring Europe as a base. Some awesome photos of the city, which Erin has experience of actually experiencing as a student herself. Erin, did you
Yeah, I
have
gotta
any
say,
comment?
one of my actual favorite opportunities is having a barbecue with our friends in the park in Spielberg, which is on the right image that you can see. It's easy. You just rent the grill for 2 hours and you can have a barbecue in the city center. So it's pretty amazing. And there's spots like that all over the city.
The Czech Republic as a country, again, heart of Europe, we've got 10 million inhabitants, very central location, and our cost of living is a very desirable factor about why you should choose to study with us. It's great quality education without having to compromise on your day-to-day student experience in this country. And safety-wise, again, that's an important factor if you're traveling all the way. We are rated as one of the safest places in the world to be. We're very well connected with the rest of Europe, depending on your hobbies. If you're into outdoors, for instance, which I personally am, it's a great location for hiking, obviously cycling. Brno as a destination is great for it, which is obviously makes me attracted to it. As you can see by the photos, be it vibrant city life, be it beautiful scenery as you walk on a day-to-day walk to your university, or being exploring the outdoors on your bike or on foot or on obviously brilliant public transport, this is a really good choice. We are a city of students, which I've already mentioned, but in terms of education, obviously, we have got a huge range of choices from which we'll cover a little bit more over the next few slides. What we are very proud of Brno as a city is that when your first job interview, your employers say that, oh, do you have any work experience having been a student all your life? You will be able to say yes, because you're in a city where you get to network with the giant technical companies, various startups, as well as other students. And you can gain international experience, not just by mingling with students and staff at the university. Erin and myself, we are part of the vibrant international community here, but you get lots of opportunities for semesters abroad, Erasmus programs, placements dotted around. So plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, so now we will talk a little bit more in depth about the actual three of the universities in Brno. Brno has a huge student population. There's actually 12 universities in the city, but specifically we want to talk to you about the Brno University of Technology, which is a technical school here in Brno, and they specialize in engineering and computer science and all of that. Mendel University is a pretty wonderful opportunity for students who like more life science and agriculture. They can come and study here. And then Magic University is a kind of catch-all, lots of things, because it's actually the second largest university in the whole Czech Republic. So you can study medicine, you can study politics, you can study English language actually, or computer science. So there's so many options. So the best part probably for you all is that you can actually go to the studyinbrno.cz website where you can actually find out more information. And what's great about that is you can actually compare all the different course options. So you can see that there's business courses actually at all three universities, and you can see which one is the best fit for you. So I'll talk a little bit more in detail about the Brno University of Technology now. What is pretty important to know about that one is that it is actually one of the older universities in Brno and in the Czech Republic, since it was founded in 1899. And it has 8 faculties. So while technology is the main thing, they are broken up into specific different areas of engineering or architecture, other things like that. And you can study in more than 25 bachelor's, master's, or PhD programs in English, and it's a lot of great engineering programs and other stuff like that in English to check out. The Brno University of Technology is actually part of the Erasmus Student Network, which Mendel University and Maastricht University are also part of. And this is a great way for international students to meet local students, have someone to be able to show them the ropes of the city and get to know everything. So definitely worthwhile to check out the Brno University of Technology. And as you can see here, that while technology is an important part and they want to have the state-of-the-art technology, what's great is actually a lot of the classes will be in this nice architecture, older style. So for those of you who want to be able to feel like, okay, Europe, I'm supposed to have this classic architecture, you will get that in actually all the universities and walking around Brno as well. So Mendel University is the oldest independent specialized university in the Czech Republic. And what that means is that they actually were originally called the University of Agriculture in Brno because they were focusing on agriculture. So again, like I said earlier, if the life sciences, forestry, other things like this are more something that you are interested in, Mendel University can be a great opportunity for you. And actually, if you think back to some science classes when you were learning about the Punnett squares and genetics, you might remember the name Mendel. And that's because Mendel University is named after one of the founders of genetics, which is pretty cool. What's also great about this university is that it has an actual campus. Many European universities are spread out among cities. There's not a specific location. And this one will allow you to have everything in one area, including its own botanical garden, which you can actually see on the left photo. Last but not least, we have Maastricht University, which is the university that I studied at. So I'm a little biased, but all of them are great options, and studying here is pretty great. So Maastricht University actually has a huge international student population. 22% of all of our students are international, and that represents 139 nationalities last year, which is pretty impressive. You can meet someone from literally all over the world. They also really focus on this personal approach. They want to have smaller class sizes in the English top programs, so they're more selective with who they accept. And they also really try to make sure that those teachers are there for the students so the students can gain a lot of information. We have this Trustees Department, which is a university for students with needs, whether that be learning disabilities or physical disabilities. So if you need any extra support, they're there for you. If you are in a wheelchair, they have bikes that you can use so that you can bike around the city, or skis for you to use if you are in a wheelchair. So it's really a fabulous opportunity with them. And research is super important. We're part of the CPAC Center, which puts out cutting-edge scientific research all the time, and master students are able to participate in this research. So again, going with this old and new and this combination, you have these classical old buildings, which you see on the right, which is actually one of the main buildings. It's where the Center for International Cooperation is located. It's got the statue of our founder, who was the first president of Czechoslovakia there. And then on the left, you have our medical building, which is a nice modern building where you really want to be seeing the cutting edge medicine. So it's great. So if you're looking more specifically of why to come to Brno, we've already mentioned that we're cost effective, and a huge part of that is so that you can focus on your studies, and we don't want costs to be a difficulty for anyone. So we really focus on having cost-effective programs. All of these programs are mentioned in euros because that will be the standard, and you can always know that's exactly what it is. So for our Canadian viewers, you'll have to put those into Canadian dollars to maybe see exactly what that is. But this way, you know that, okay, my program is always 2,000 euros. So I know exactly that that's the price I can count on. And more about the affordability. Really great is that students can actually work when they are here on a student visa. When I was studying, I actually worked for the university in the marketing, so I was able to actually get some real hands-on experience and in something that I wanted to continue doing. And I think that's really important for many students. So not only can it give you a little pocket cash so that you can go and travel on the weekends or during break, but it allows you to get that experience. Scholarships are also available at many programs. Many are merit-based, so it's going to be dependent on academics. But what's pretty cool is we have these accommodation scholarships, which basically is once a semester, every student gets a certain amount of money to just kind of help with the living costs. And I think any bit of money can kind of help no matter what. The other thing is that things are pretty cheap. Public transportation is great. You can get around Brno easily, cheaply, but you can also, for less than 10 euros, you can get to Vienna, you can explore a different capital city, you can go to Budapest. The transportation's great, the costs are great, and what's another great thing about being in Brno is that because the whole is cost effective, you are really able to then use your money wisely and say, hey, I really want to go and spend the weekend in Berlin, and you can do that. So thank you. And, yeah.
Thank you for listening to us, and hope you found this information session useful and it gives you some more kind of tips on why you should choose to study with us in this beautiful city and very student-friendly city. If you have any questions or if you want to find out more, please go to our website, which is Study in Brno. And we have obviously our Instagram and our Facebook pages, which you can follow to kind of keep up to date. And obviously there's an email which you can connect with any specific questions. We're still live and we can see a couple of questions popping up on the screen. So we're going to start taking some of the questions and try and answer, which hopefully should be of interest to everyone. And the first one is from Julia, and the question is about classes, if they're all taught in Czech. Erin, did you want to answer that?
I was going to say, I think I can jump in here. So no, actually all the programs we were talking about are taught fully in English, and there's even more programs outside of our full degree programs that are taught in English that you can actually take as an elective. So while I was studying cultural sociology, if I wanted to, I could go and take a class on politics or economics that was taught outside my degree program that's also in English. And there's also great opportunities because even there's physical education classes that are offered in English. So if you want to do a spinning class, but you don't want a Czech instructor, we offer those in English as well. So lots of opportunities. But you can also learn other languages, not just Czech. There's actually language options, beginner Spanish and French that are taught with English instruction as well. So everything.
Perfect. Sounds like that was the only question we have in our live chat, but we'll be around for the fair for the next couple of hours. So we're ending our live stream session now, but hope to hear from you directly on private chat and or social media, or obviously please visit the website Study in Brno for more information. Thank you very much for your time and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.